So yes, according to Mbatia way, that art was selected. We do a 5. Yeah. So 5, let's count together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The painting is about GDC and how they're going to be tapping electricity to community.
Tunaomba mweze kujumuika na afisa mtendaji katika
So build yourself very well. That is one. The second one is identity. When people hear about Nakuru Journalists Association, there must be something that will come to their mind. Give yourself an identity. Let people know you stand for what. I'm a friend of following these international journalists. For example, if I want to know what is happening in the world, serious things politically in the world, I will look for Christina Amanpour, because whoever Amanpour is talking to is a newsmaker in the world. If I want to know what is happening in the Middle East, I will go to Parkishama, and I will know why Assad fell in Syria. Because they are journalists, they have really invested in themselves. Somebody like Christina Amanpour, even the company is called Christina Amanpour and Company. So get an identity. Let people look at you and know when this person is coming to me, this is how they are. And that is what we have done with the association in tourism. When we approach organization, they know what we stand for. We only have 3 things. We do marketing, capacity building, and advocacy for tourism sector. Nothing else. So when we approach an organization, they know, for example, if I go to tourism fund, they will not lock the door for me, because they know I have only these few things that I do in life. The third thing is programs. We started badly ourselves because we were so erratic. We would call people for bash like this one, and after this we don't know what to do next. Right now we have a calendar of events, whole year. We have yesterday, and I'm happy because Evans was here, Marianne was there. We had our end of the year party. Over 100 hotels came together, and we celebrated. We have finished the year. Next year, we are starting with a roadshow in Los Angeles, in the US, in March. Then we go to Kenya Utalii Refresher Courses in April. Then we do World Tourism Day that you have always participated in September. And then we do another music party. That's how we cycle So we are predictable. People know what we do. So it is good for this association to have a calendar event and tell us that if you want to stand with us for the whole year, this is what we do in that year. And then finally, recognize each other. Let there be rewards and recognition in all our events, including yesterday. Because our members are hoteliers and travel providers. They offer packages. Like yesterday, we offered bed nights because they are there. That's our members. So we offered bed nights. We had one bed night in Sawela Lodge, another one in Ashipai. We had another one, Great Leaf. Because it's very easy for a hotel to give you one bed night in a whole year. So they would easily give us. So what we normally do, we do activities and we reward some of our customers. So when I give you a bed night in one of these 5-star hotels, so you really appreciate it. So it is good to recognize and have some reward schemes amongst yourselves. So that even journalists will also, when we get an opportunity with someone, let some of the journalists also benefit in that blessing that is coming away. Otherwise, I am so happy to be here. I am there to support you. I know that because I've been there for some time, that many of you who have worked with us, I was watching how some of you didn't even know your committee. It's just the beginning. Don't worry, it's just the beginning. Me, in the other hand, when I'm not serving food, I serve the word. So many people call me pastor because I serve the word. And when I'm serving the word, I am careful about sowing seed. So after this, nimesikia kuna treasurer, nimesikia kuna patron. I would like to sow a seed. Sijui kama mko hata na account number. Mko na account ya bank. So I would like to sow a seed into this association and say, at least when I went to, hata kama itakuwa pesa mingi, hata kama ni 50,000 nikiweka kwa wazima, at least itasaidia association to try to get some from it. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Pia nafurahia tumefanya kazi pamoja, na hiyo kazi sio bure. Tunapata ushauri kutoka kwenyu na ile ushauri tunauchukua kwa maanani. Mimi ni mmoja ambaye niko katika association. Association yetu ni kubwa, inaitwa Administration of National Government, Administrators of Kenya. Wakati mko pamoja, like now you are only journalists together, you will go far. But kama mngekuwa watu tofauti, you cannot go far. As we are administrators, and particularly this is and above. So one of the things ambayo tuliona inatusumbua kwenye association ni hizi maneno kama ya bereavement, whereby each and every time you have something which has happened, mnarudi kwa mfuko na kutoa pesa. Sisi tuliangalia na tukaenda insurance way. As an association, we contribute yearly. Part of the money goes to insurance to take care of issues ambazo hatungeweza kuepuka. And then part of the money goes to investment. Already we have done several investments and we are moving on. Kwa hivyo, I've heard that you want to do that. Please, muifanye haraka. We are told immediately unaingia kazini, prepare to do what? To retire. This is my advice to you. Educate your children. Tusomeshe watoto. Na sio tu inasemagwa bora elimu ni elimu bora. Tuangalie, let us guide our children. Sometimes back I was in Mount Kenya School of Adventure. And Mount Kenya School of Adventure is like torture. to us. And I was asked, utataka mtoto wako akue kama wewe? Niliwaambia hapana. I need my child to be more than me. Kwa hivyo mtoto wako asikue kama wewe. Openda usitake mtoto wako akue kama wewe? Kama wewe. Mtoto yako should be somewhere else. Na ina lesson it will lessen ama itasaidia wewe usikue una depend on others. Utakuwa una depend on your family, and that is one of the retirement plans. Another retirement plan, you must have a home. Through investment, look at how the 100 of you can have a home. I know some of you already have got homes, but let us now try as much as possible to ensure that each and every member of the association has got somewhere calling a home. Sio ile kanyumba tu hivi nyumba. And if anything, wacha ikue huko mashambani. Hata hapa Nakuru, if you invest anywhere, utapata ikiwa ni conducive sana for you to create a home. So for your future, ndio ukae ukikuwa na nyumba, ukiwa na watoto wanasoma, even your mind, even doing this work will be easier for you because you have somewhere to follow wherever things go. Inasema kwa when the things go south. So if things go south, uko na mahali ya kufanya nini? Ya kukimbilia. Kwa hivyo yangu tu ni hayo mashauri nimetoa kama mzee.
Yes, there's a gentleman, he identified me in the streets. I thought he wanted to rob me. But he told me, sorry, I know where you are going. So I told him, I was very grateful. There is a lot for us to share. But more importantly, we've come here to celebrate you, to congratulate you, to affirm to you that you are important to this nation, that the work you do is valuable, and when it is well done, it actually helps this country to grow. That is why we came, that's why we said we come to celebrate you. With our other guests, all protocols observed, good evening everybody, and wow, now, you are all dazzling. When we were looking at you, we were getting very excited. And you can see I get excited, and Eric here helps me a bit. Although honestly, when I was coming in, I expected to see lots of pink, considering that we are in the Flamingo capital. I also expected that the room would be organized at the inverted pyramid style, complete with the 5 W's plus H. Maybe I should say, cut, take 2. All the same, though my expectations were off, I'm still delighted in joining you on this first gala organized by the Nakuru Journalists. It is also an honor to have been invited to give the keynote speech on this important occasion. And by the way, rarely do you find journalists this calm, like you are today. This is strange, right? Unlike in the field, when you frantically chase us for comments, it is funny today when I have lots of comments, I can't see you. I can't see your notebooks. I might not see everyone. I might not see everyone, but I have interacted with most of she really puts us in a very difficult position when she insists that we must talk that Swahili. I know she likes Kiswahili, and sometimes we have to struggle with that. And I have also met Julius, Ruth, Miriam, Rayleigh, and Openda, among others. We the GDC have come here today because we are an important group. That is important to us. You are doing an incredible duty to society by informing, educating, demystifying issues, creating awareness, and holding others accountable. You all know the adage that says a pen is mightier than a sword. And this naturally takes us to the business of today. Our interest is to look at the space of truth and trust in journalism in the age of disinformation and misinformation. And I can say that some of us have suffered when probably we were misrepresented, or probably others hiding behind social media have also accused us of things that probably were very, very far away from us. Not by you, but others who are quacks. So we shall touch a bit on what GDC and Geolamo is doing in relation to climate change and why a robust journalism ecosystem matter most. And probably as we associate together, I know that climate change is a key area, and if it's of great interest to you, probably if you could maybe touch base with Eric, we can see whether we can get some of our financials probably to support you. I do not give a promise, but we can actually create that interest because you actually do serve an intermediary role by actually educating people. So the more you understand, the better for all of us. So this is an area that probably would want to be able to partner with and see whether we can get some money for you to be able to at least get some first-hand training on the issue of climate change. Every first-year journalism student is introduced to the legend of Lord Edmund. It is he who is said, while in the British Commons observed that there were 3 estates in Parliament, but in the reporters' gallery yonder, there sat a 4th estate, more important, far than they all. Clearly, the centrality of journalism in society cannot be gainsaid. The ideal of Lord Edmund, 4th estate, as you well know, evolved from being a physical space into an enduring concept that continued to shape human life. The press, as a tribute, stands with the people, serving as a watchdog, speaking truth to power. Yet, the very ideal has been under threat from multiple quarters, including from within the rim of the 4th estate. Amidst all the threat, the casualty is the truth. Truth is a central currency for the very survival and drive of society. The press, as a tribute, stands with the people, serving as a watchdog, speaking truth to power. Yet, the very ideal has been under threat from multiple quarters, including from within the rim of the 4th estate. Amidst all the threat, the casualty is the truth. Truth is a central currency for the very survival and drive of society. And I wanted to ask you a question, and especially now that you are a society, what are your products? Mr. David, when we go to him, we get very nicely done beds, We are told other things called cuisine. I don't know what that means. Badala tuambie tu ni kienyeji, inaitwa vitu vingine. But you as a people, what is it you bring? Because when I go to Dukawala, I go and buy sugar. When I go to the supermarket, I have a whole basket. When I come to you as a people, people are going to have to, we are going to value you. We are going to come to look for you for what products you bring on the table. And I laugh a bit because if you can remember Usain Bolt when he came to Kenya. Can you remember that story? Do you remember he was playing with Kibaki? Because we all associate with success. I know that Kibaki had chased everybody away from State House. But Usain Bolt found his way to there and he was playing with Kibaki, which the rest of us could not. So the question is, what are you bringing on the table? And that question is loaded because, yes, you have to inform us current affairs, but I still think, and when I sit and when I wrestle with Eric, we still think there is a lot of unexplored opportunities which probably we find difficulties bringing to the world. And I think those opportunities need to be explored because then that gives you currency. I know that there is the things you want to report, but are there some things we ourselves want to come out there and we would want to use the platforms that you have to bring it to the world. And those are the opportunities probably which I see that probably you can actually look at. If you look at today as I represent the energy sector, and there's a lot which is being done in the energy sector, but when we read ourselves in the media, we see a lot that probably would have been reported differently if we had actually shared a lot of information. And probably this is an area that while I know everybody in Kenya wants cheap power, which is correct. Everybody wants cheap power. And even I think I was challenged, somebody challenged us whether we are giving you the cheapest power, I think at some point in our conversation, yes. Geothermal is, especially ours from Menengai, is the cheapest power. I think now in geothermal for Kenya, or among them, the cheapest. But there is a lot of investment that goes behind it, and if you cannot understand the billions that are put in, when we say we are asking you for about 7 US cents, and you don't understand the investment, then you only see the tariff. Of course, we understand, and I'm a Kenyan, and as a Kenyan, I also want cheap power. But I also realize that there's a lot that has gone behind, and there's a lot that we can also do together. So those are opportunities. We are not saying you don't hold us accountable, and you do not communicate to us the needs of the public. That information is good feedback for us, but again, balanced reporting probably might bring understanding. Clearly, that is yes. The very ideal has been under threat from multiple quarters, including from, okay, we've passed that. So this is why we need to rejig the spirit of the fourth estate and refine the emerging a fifth estate to the benefit of humanity. In this effort, truth must be found, secured, and articulated. Indeed, we live in intricate times of alternative truth. The rumors and the lies industry is alive worldwide. It is an era of raw we can be able to achieve. Your capacity to sway opinion, to build trust, establish hope, and inspire society. We also know you have power to destroy and cause confusion. My solace comes from the understanding that you are also anchored on journalistic ethics. Stick by those principles. As of us at GDC, our teams understand they should support the media to to access information, access our sites as subject matter experts, and find those critical stories that not only showcases the uniqueness of the country in its strides toward clean energy, but stories that restore hope, trust, and confidence in public institutions. That is why the media, you are one of our key stakeholders. You all matter to GDC. Finally, good people, it pays to pursue excellence in journalism, more so anchored in the ideals of the truth and accuracy. Our environment, our commons need the guardianship of all. Storytellers are critical in this enterprise. To be reconnected to the fourth estate of Edmund, the very spirit of journalism of yore must be reignited again. And with that, on behalf of GDC, allow me to take this early opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and a fruitful 2025. Thank you very much.
Media's role in promoting energy, climate change, and sustainable development is ambitious, but who better tackle these pressing topics better than us, the journalists? Journalists are the bridge between complex issues and the people. Whether it's championing renewable energy, exposing environmental negligence, or amplifying voices of sustainability, we are the catalysts for change. Let me ask, how many of us here, journalists, have faced problems covering stories on energy and climate change? How many? Let me see by the show of hands. We are many, I'm sure we are many. Now, is the problem a lack of training? Is it the resources? But this means we are many and there is a problem. The fact that we have many journalists who are unable to cover a topic that is, or a subject that is very close to our home, such as GDC, which majority of us claim is very technical, it means there is much that needs to be done for us to be able to cover such topics. For us to do this, I think we may need partnerships, which will be very key in this process. And speaking of partnerships, we need to take a moment and appreciate the Geothermal Development Company for the support that they've shown journalists so far. Their support in providing training, workshops, and funding for sustainable development stories will be a game changer, and together we can amplify these crucial narratives. GDC have really supported journalists in many ways. They've facilitated journalists to cover some stories in places where maybe the media houses may not support them to. I know a number of journalists who have been facilitated to travel to Baringo. Members of Nakuru Journalists Association were also supported to visit the geothermal development GDC site at Menengai, and I can tell the CEO that that visit was very educative. For as much as we enjoyed the hike and the tour around that area, majority of members, I just realized it was their first time interacting or visiting that place, and having to appreciate the things that are happening at the site. And with this, I'm sure they will be in a position to tell these stories better and have the idea of exactly what is happening. Sometimes it becomes difficult to tell a story of subjects or topics that you are not aware of. And it will be important if these partnerships, not only with GDC, but other stakeholders, to continue so that we are well knowledgeable and equipped to tackle some of these technical stories. let's also give a nod to our training and mentorship committee for their incredible efforts. They've partnered with organizations like EACC, Kenya Seed, and the Media Council of Kenya to empower journalists. And did you know they are working with the Red Cross to train us in emergency response? Imagine the confidence that will bring when we are out in the field. But our success doesn't stop there. The disciplinary committee has kept us united and professional, ensuring accountability and addressing challenges with decorum. The welfare committee has been our rock, rallying support during tough times and even celebrating joyful moments, like the wedding that we all turned up in large numbers to celebrate our colleague Ruth Samuel. There are more that this committee has done, including supporting our bereaved members and those who have had issues in the line of work. Finally, we cannot forget the investment committee, paving the way for sustainable income with innovative projects like potato farming in Mount Narok. It's about time we had ventures that benefit us directly. Journalists, like we've always said, we've had a tough period, especially recently when our industry has undergone through many challenges, where we've seen a number of our members going without salary for months. Others have been sacked from their employment and are left with nothing to support their families. So the committee is very crucial in trying to explore or identify some of the opportunities that we can engage in to ensure that we have an alternative source of income. And if possible, our stakeholders who are here, should you find an opportunity that is relevant to or can be explored by journalists, be free to reach out to us now that we have a structured organization and we can work together and see how we can support each other. I want to give a shout out to the Sports and Entertainment Committee for keeping us active and connected, whether through tournaments, hikes, or yes, tonight's fabulous gala. Now, let's talk about our association. Just 2 years ago, this was a dream. Today, it is a reality. We are not just an association, we are a family. Every one of you has a voice here, and together, we are rebuilding a force to be reckoned with locally, nationally, and beyond. But let me ask, what's next for us? It's simple. We want growth, we want unity, we want impact. We aim to tell bigger, better stories about Nakuru's political, social, and economic potential. We envision stronger partnership with organizations like GDC, MCK, and others to bridge the gaps in resource and training. To our partners and supporters, county leaders, government agencies, and private entities, you've been instrumental in our journey. Thank you for standing with us. And to the CEO, GDC, and MCK, represented here, you are both Nakuru boys. And remember, homeboys don't run away from their people. We count on you to show up for us just as we show up for Nakuru every day. We were having a conversation with the CEO and you just confirmed to me you are from Naivasha here, and therefore that means you belong to this county, and therefore feel free to empower these people. We are stakeholders and we should be your family too. So we want to encourage you to continue supporting us, and we'll always keep on counting on you for more support and many other engagements. To my fellow journalists, let's keep pushing boundaries, challenging norms, and telling the stories that matter. Remember, without us, the world would be one big unanswered question. So tonight, as we toast to our successes and look toward the future, let's commit to walking this journey together, stronger, united, and more impactful than ever before. Thank you and cheers to all of you.
Yanayo vizuri. Basi bila kupoteza muda, afisa mkuu mtendaji wa David Mwangi, vile vile tunaye mwenyekiti wa chama la waandishi wa habari kanda ya Bonde la Ufa Joseph Mecha, shughuli ya sasa. Na kwa hivi sasa, kwa ruhusa yako, tafadhali tupate kibao kimoja tu ambacho kitatuweka Asante sana, Melody. Na ruhusa yako mgeni wetu wa heshima ni kuweza pia kutambua kwamba tunaye regional manager wa jimbo. Basi kwa nafasi na kwa ruhusa yako naomba niweze kukaribisha mwenyekiti
also the member of this committee. He's over there.
Thank you. I also want to invite the leadership of the Training and Mentorship Committee. So far.
Good evening, everyone. I'm a journalist in the Integrated Vertical Trained. So, thank you. I can also see Cynthia.
Good evening. My name is Cynthia Gishiri. I'm a member of the...
My name is Elijah Chibutich, and I'm the chairperson of the welfare. Wangombe.
Thank you, Elijah, for giving a coffee. So,
Onesimus, sijui kama amefika. And we have
to give a coffee. Let's start the committee. And finally, I want to invite you that is responsible for organizing this event today. So the chairman.
Are you happy? Bwana Sion, payment committee, we are there to ensure that the dullness, we have that committee in place. So with me, we have Roy Lumbe, who is the patron.
Kwani wataki nishupe watu? Table tennis, but niambie. Why brother ni gani? Kadi. Inaweza tusikie mtu mmoja. Watu wa hockey.
So make sure you smile. Sawa. Have a lovely evening. Pia mimi ni fan wa Manchester United. Thank you.
Naona watu wasa na logo wanateta.
Yeah, good evening everyone. My name is Sulaiman Batia. Finally, in this occasion I am in charge of discipline and etiquette. That's why you can see me this one. You know, definitely you know why I have it. Asanteni sana.
And the Secretary Welfare Committee and the Chairperson Training and Mentorship.
Salama, you're all looking beautiful. Bobo, I am the chairperson
Training and Mentorship Committee, and our members have the most skilled, equipped.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Catherine Wajeriwa Karaoke. This gala, and with the new faces now, karibuni sana. You're so welcome, sir. Asante na mwenye anasema mimi ni awaduina. Atasema nini?
Ya kwenda maliwatoni ama sehemu ya kusimamia
journalists wa kotini wa kila kitu, ungeona mambo yake vile watu waliongea, hata wewe na pole sana. Mungu amlaze mahali pema peponi. Niliwakilisha nyinyi wote because yeye anajua anataka kufanya mentorship.
The committees, and we're so grateful that for the past 1 year we've been doing activities.
This is going to be presented by Ruth Salmoi tafadhali, karibia mbele. Peana inaenda kwa our CS nominee and our